Hey everyone, it's Jack from cultaholic.com. Now, I was just checking Twitter a few minutes ago while I was, doing a bit of writing, and suddenly my mentions blew up. Like 5 different people messaged me saying, look at this news, have you seen this news? I think when you hear what the news is, it'll go to show just how shocking a moment it is. The fact that so many people, thanks to everyone, by the way, who helped deliver the news to me on time. I think you'll see why it's such a shocking piece of news that prompted everyone to go, have you seen this? What's going on? Because the next WWE Hall of Fame inductee for 2018 has been revealed, and it's none other than Jeff Jarrett. I think it's fair to say that this is a massive surprise. It was rumoured kind of last week, and everyone sort of went, that'll never happen. Even I will admit, I thought they won't induct Jeff Jarrett into the Hall of Fame. And for those unfamiliar with Jeff Jarrett, you might think, why is that? What's wrong with Jeff Jarrett? I mean, he was an Intercontinental Champion during his time with WWE, or WWF, as they were then known. But over the past sort of nearly 2 decades, he has positioned himself as almost the anti-WWE figure. He went to WCW, became world champion there. He founded or helped found TNA, became world champion there. He was an NWA champion several times. He's always been on the other side of the coin to WWE. Big fallouts with Vince McMahon in the past, in the late 90s, during the end of his WWE run. Vince then, during the Invasion angle, or the beginning of the Invasion angle, when he appeared on Raw during the Raw Nitro simulcast, and Vince said, a lot of these guys are going to have chances to fight for contracts. Some of the other ones, the not so big stars, will be fired. And then he specifically singled out Jeff Jarrett and said, you won't be spelling his name J-R-R-E-T-T anymore. You'll be spelling it capital G, double O, double N, double E, gone, and all that sort of stuff. Vince clearly at that point did not enjoy Jeff Jarrett very much at all. And since then, I mean, you've got to imagine that their relationship only worsened purely just because of Jeff Jarrett constantly cropping up in opposition to WWE over the years. So this is a very big surprise indeed. Who will induct Jeff Jarrett into the Hall of Fame? My money may be on Jim Cornette, who was his manager during his first few appearances in WWE when he was like an NWA representative and Cornette was with him. Like, this is proper Southern wrestling and all that sort of stuff. But then Cornette did induct the Rock and Roll Express only last year. Would they have Cornette back 2 years in a row to induct somebody? Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. I can't think of anyone else obvious off the top of my head who would induct Jarrett. Maybe Road Dogg, who got his start as like Jarrett's sidekick, the roadie, when Jarrett was doing his whole country singer deal. But I think my money would probably be on Cornette again. Jarrett joins a class that is already looking pretty stocked full of big stars. Goldberg is of course the biggest announcement. Also Ivory's going in, a key women's wrestling figure during the Attitude Era, and also the Dudley Boys, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. But this one is surely the most shocking of all so far. In other news, New Japan's tour of Australia has been deemed a financial success by the company. It seemed a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of pictures and stuff online. The crowd seemed really into it. Obviously, the Australian wrestling scene is growing very quickly over the past past few years, but it's gained more visibility in the past year or so. A lot of that is down to Will Ospreay, who went over there and really helped get a lot of publicity onto the scene. He wrestled various top guys in different promotions. Now New Japan have gone down there and held their own shows, and there was a few little storyline developments as well, the most prominent one being that Kenny Omega finished a match with the Crossroads. Cody later tweeted saying, what a thief. And it's playing into the whole Cody versus Kenny thing, and hopefully we do see that match somewhere down the line. I mean, we will see that match somewhere down the line, but hopefully it's as good as the whole build-up has been as well. And finally, Ring of Honor have started a new subscription service called Honor Club. A lot of people have been saying, wouldn't it have been better to call it something like Network of Honor, or things to do more with Ring of Honor than with Bullet Club? Although I guess you can't blame them, because the Bullet Club guys are some of their most regular stars, and obviously their biggest stars, the Bucks and Cody and Marty Scurll. Omega doesn't really appear there, but even if he did, is he a member of the Bullet Club? I'm sure Bullet Club is fine, but head over to Ring of Honor online to see what that's all about. It's called, once again, Honor Club, their new subscription service. Hopefully there's a lot of good stuff on there. Thank you very much for watching this video. I've been Jack from cultaholic.com. You can follow me on Twitter at JackTheJobber. You can follow all of us at Cultaholic, and do check out our Patreon, patreon.com/cultaholic, if you enjoy what we do. There are some rewards and all the rest of it. And never forget, of course, to join us.